consolidating our gains. I think we should take the shrine benefits though. His army might have to fight against some kind of serious opponent, so better prepare for it. Mark Blood Sacrifice, Elven King's Blessing, Heimral, Inflict Curse, Guardbreaker. Right. We go a long way. Most importantly, there are no resurrection fights anymore. Everything that gets killed stays dead. Holy shit, 2 bone dragons coming our way. Do we have battle upgrades with it too? Nope. Cities on their own. Produced a great temple. Bombers. Right. This is impossible to upgrade further. What specialty buildings do we have? Prismatic Spire. Library of the Dark Arts. Monster is summoned within the city's domain and produce monster and infantry units have Fear Strike. That's a lot of Fear Strike. Units summoned within the city's domain gain additional experience and arts supercharged. Population growth minus 100, but we can sacrifice without moral losses. Support units produced in the city gain the Mark Blood Sacrifice. Produced support units have +1 resistance and resurgence. Yeah, Great Temple, Palace of the Parish. So we definitely should produce units here. Support units will be especially good. Start with silver medal rank. A single level up and they'll get inflict stun. Have resurgence, so if they get killed, doesn't matter, they'll just pop up back up again. But I need more gold bard side, what the hell am I gonna do? Or Grace Covenants. Or Great Sword and Impaler units steal additional melee items. Yeah, maybe I get those at some point. Okay. Units. This is okay, we're absorbing this. There's no immediate threat close by, so we'll go for the mythical side. I'm not gonna summon units here. Blood Ultra would speed up production drastically. Don't have to worry about moral negatives. Well, it's an undead city anyway, so they don't give a shit. Level ups for all. Spirit breaking might be a good thing. Mainly because it lowers their resistances, so they're even further vulnerable to stun effects and other effects. Want more survivability with this guy. Feebling Fever, defense and morale negatives. Melee and range. I think we're gonna go with cool with the status effects. Fuck you. I don't think there are status effects I can apply anymore. Now the Invoke Death, it has its uses. It is usually more... Basically it's an instant death or more damage than I could possibly do with a single strike. So if you have to do a single strike on a target, this is much better than anything I can usually have. Two different sides. Wonder if they fight as a single group. They will. It's a probable victory through auto combat, so I don't dare. Only because all enemies are ranged units. The automatic combat system basically allows them to inflict damage at every turn, while melee units can't do that. Looks like this could be the only serious fight in the turn, so... Scourge of the Undead. No, I'd like to try this though. It'll delay the coming of the Phoenix Bird. And there could be other serious fights coming before we get to No, it's simultaneous turns, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll try the Scourge of the Undead, simply because I need to know what the hell does this actually do. Doesn't immediately strike or summon anything. It'll wait until their turn, very likely. That's important information. But I need to know mainly how much does it summon and what type of units. Is there also a turn limit for this shit? No. Each combat round a random undead unit is summoned to fight for the caster. Spell will only yeah, but there's no time limit. So that's a different matter. Chaos Rift is a powerful area of effect attack plus powerful summon, but it won't last long. The animals for this summons a huge amount of tier 1, tier 2 units, but because of the spiders it summons too, it can be very, very effective. But it's a peppering the battlefield with shitty opponents, and it has a limit, but it lasts usually longer than the fight lasts. This just doesn't seem to have a limit. That's a raid, probably a king raid too. Yep. No raids. Looks like a regular raid. I'll let the undead fight to the end, see how basically things unfold. I don't want any surprises and make another serious fight. Regular raid. Still the physical damage protection makes me vulnerable. So I need to start doing damage now, otherwise the fight will just end. Wraith King. So Wraiths and Wraith Kings, massive physical damage reductions all around. Weak against anything that does element. Still 3 units is not enough to say what can and can't spawn here. Tier 2 and Tier 3 undead units. Bone Collector this time. This seems wrong though. The Call of the Nature, the animal summon, is just as expensive and it has a time limit. It doesn't summon units that are this good, so this seems unbalanced compared to that. Although the numbers are fewer, but still. This is vastly superior to compared to just getting something that does a little bit of damage every turn, and that's already incredibly useful. Can you stop summoning new units? Or did it summon now? Does summon casters, right? So tier 2, tier 3 every turn. Wraith King. With no limitations. This just seems wrong. Very wrong to me. Gold, please. Gold. Not sure if we should be sitting here. It's not like we'll achieve anything. And the enemy only can come through here, so it's not like they can get through us. Okay, we have 300 gold. This is highest priority building. Reanimators could get a lot of good abilities. Idle Store Sisters. What else? Griffin Riders are good. Girls. Be a longbowman. Because the shock bolts might not be effective against the enemies we face, so it seems silly to overly rely on that. A little bit of a variation never hurt anyone. This is under defended, so this needs first and foremost something that can produce some kind of a support unit. We don't have money really for anything decent anymore. But move. All units can do a melee attack. Yeah, +3 melee every unit. We're expecting this, they have no chance. As long as we can keep them outside the wall, they're dead. That said, we have too many fire damage dealers, considering that our enemy is pretty much probably fire immune. Yep. Same time, I don't really see any major problems. We'll get automatic damage on them every turn after all. And they'll have to come through the gate. They don't have enough. And it's not like we have bad units here defending. How the hell are you fumbling? Oh, they hate the terrain. I can kill one of them. I have to abandon this location. Yeah, this can't harm the units I have. That's a pretty goddamn big of a problem. So it'll take quite a bit of time for them to actually reach us. Their problem's always been that they're slow as hell. Also, they both came here, which means we can bottle them in. We lose the Elder, but that's not much of a loss. Fumble! Would have killed the guy without the fumble. It's not like we're gonna lose anyone anyway though. Oh, I'll take that back. Almost. Mostly a good fight. Just need 2 extra ones. Good dog feathered serpent. It's a healer, but we already have a healer, but also a decent combat unit. These are all undead, but gonna build a repair. We're already doing it. Then we're gonna build another trebuchet. That will hold us until we can upgrade the city further. Army right next door. Attack on the next turn. Random crap of no significance. Rustling Base Governance. Royal Guards, +1 defense and life stealing. Yeah, I'll take that. Not sure if we even have any of those anymore. Necromancy. Highest level necromancy, I guess. Okay. It's mostly 1 turn per spell at this point. Good Red Reapers, basically. Plus additional random garbage. Still, instant death abilities are nothing to sneer at. Anyone who has a resurgence can go bravely forward, but everyone else is in trouble. So we can use this heroes as sacrificial pawns here. Make our matriarch too, I think, because we have a easy way to replenish them in this location. Alternatively, we'll withdraw a little bit. Let them come closer. It has a range. Just because we're outside their touch range does not mean that they can't be used to death on us. Still, they might not use it against us. I'm gonna cast something, hopefully it'll give them something to think about. Only do one thing. So I'm leaning toward the beast horde. I just want them to be occupied with something else. And it would produce the effect immediately. That's a pretty big deal in this case. Right, that's a tempting target for them. So is that. Yeah, 6 target before 6 additional units on my side before I have a chance to do anything. But this does have its own positives to it. Only one invoked death he does really badly. And that's more or less it. Now they're not really all in trouble. And even if we lose the hero here, no problem. Right, this is the big problem. Who did they get? They got the troll. I think. Yeah, he should have more hit points. I don't give a crap about that. Even with the lost hit points, he's still gonna have a metric ton of them. More than most of our heroes. One retriever down. Doesn't really matter who their last opponent is. They're numerically so overwhelming that we can just keep throwing units at him and they'll run out of retaliation. And this environment is good too, because it is impossible to go with your back against the wall. Murdered by baboons. Prevent that resurrection. And everyone on the Reaper. I'm not gonna attack it until there's like 3 or 4 guys at the minimum next to it. That way we can make sure flanking attacks an exception. Make sure that we can actually get something down. They'll kill one, and that'll be it. 2. Block the resurrection. Right. I don't think he can really counter us anymore. He's draining life though, so we can't just randomly attack him here and there. That's not gonna lead to anything. Can't get close enough. Can block resurrection of his units. Not much, but it's something. Yeah, he's unhappy. Victory for us. See, he might be able to kick ass a little bit, but I don't think he can kill anything. Well, nothing useful at least. It's our mythical reward. Manticore. Mount. Good mount. Hit points, crippling wounds, flying, resistance. Throw curse, night vision, phase, dispel magic, resistance, vision range, chant of unlive. Yeah, I'll take those. I didn't have a mount. Defense and high morale. Defense and frost protection. We only had one of these. One of the better hats though. So maybe this. Defense 1 isn't that big of a deal, and frost protection is sort of meaningless now. But resistances, throw curse, night vision, phasing, spell magic, all of that, that's still useful. We go after these. I don't particularly care. The bigger problems would be to clean up this out of so the random monsters around here. Again, I don't think I care now. We need to move toward just putting an end to this entire thing. $15 points. Ooh, we could get Chaos Rift. Can't cast it. I'd like the other one. Thunderstorm, right? And now what? Lightning is our biggest incoming damage type from this point on. Projectile reflection, maybe. Your own survivability. No matter what it is. Fire protection, yeah, sure, why not? Golden mana. Construction resources. Guild pit, thank you very much. This isn't any kind of a site, these are just random neutral enemies. Yeah, more mana that we really have no use for. At least we can deny it from the to the enemy. Respectable enemy group, but nothing amazing. I was wondering, should I really take this? It could be an early warning system when the enemy starts to cause trouble, threaten this. But I think that's about as best we can do with this place. It's sort of a distraction. We're much better off taking this from the white. Weaken him as much as possible, instead of getting into fights with neutrals. We only have one useful stack of troops here after all. don't really have money to produce anything. You have no troops. Like at all. That's less than optimal, I'd say. This is an okay for us now, but it's still gonna be crushed if something serious comes our way. At the same time, I'm not sure I care. Junctioned one of my spells, but to re-establish it. The one that gives us extra bonus against support units. Like assassins. Yeah, 3 assassin groups. We'll have to kill as many as we can. We can't leave them wounded. They're extremely dangerous. One is gonna be left alive and one. Probably it's gonna use his assassin strike, maybe killing one of our units. That's the most they'll ever get out of this. Should have gone a little bit closer. Hound is a summoned unit, so I'm most eager to losing it in this fight. Yeah, Assassin Strike was the mistake in my opinion. It's a good strike, but it only attacks once and doesn't allow for retaliation, so it's good when the enemy is in guard. If not, you might as well just use another type of attack. Yeah, the enemy stack here doesn't really take kindly to our presence. It's also powerful enough to just walk all over everything I have here. So I'm thinking maybe we should put an end to it. Originating from there, but by the time another army comes up, the cities are well defended. But not now. Yeah, probable victory when we had 3 heroes near. I didn't do all that much damage, but it has Brain Rot. Brings your casting points down. There is some danger in fighting this close to the edge. If one fearsome attack on me and we'll be running out of that area. Probably cause flanking attack fairly powerful on this one. About Cosmic Rifle? Not nearly as powerful. Tunaga Queen's Gate. Cold Lightning, okay. Holy shit, that's a lot of Cold Lightning in this group. Right, this was just to remove the immediate threat. Insufficient for funds. Yeah, we're producing a lot of crap at the moment. I think I'll let the funds increase a little bit before producing anything new. Field of Dispassion. All your units gain +1 resistance unless flanked. All your dedicated to neutral units gain +2 defense unless flanked. Shrug. Guess they're fine. I'll go with the advanced logistics. Maybe. Does it really matter? Not particularly. Oh, and new summon units. We could use something here. Also, give me enemy of the day. Right. I'm mostly happy with the squad we have though, so I'm not sure what to do with this. We could reinforce our defenses here, but there's a good army being produced here, and it doesn't take that long. So this might be a different matter. If we could use this as a scout, but I feel like even a tier 4 unit is not good enough for a scout anymore at this point. The enemy's stacks are just too big for that. We could ignore this. He's going to have a tough time taking control of this too. Instead, we would just take advantage of the current situation and try to get something from Werlak. Werlak is the name. There's a neutral city. I'm not sure we would care about this either. It's a pointless distraction. There's a neutral city there. Do I care about it? No, not really. Look like anyone's explored that. Some of these defensive unit armies are just steady. Okay. It's all fine with me. Glad to see things progress quickly from time to time. They have no hope. I've tried this before. Still, I can't really add city defenses to this side. Previously this didn't have the storm sister. And it still faced a single recruit. Might have had less experience in general again. So their job is gonna get tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher. Also, I'm not sure if they have 2 jet dealers. They might not have had. So I'm not too eager in trying to risk things here. All play summoned undead creatures of magical origin will be dealt with. I'm assuming it doesn't affect my guys, but I can't be certain. Yeah, we'll go with the Great Stoning. I can cast it another time at this point. Just to make sure there's no problems here. The second Death Dealer sort of makes me a little bit question how well we'll do here. Single one, no problem, but another? Silver metal rack. I'm not quite sure where the hell these two are aiming. Might be able to get a single attack with the Deathbringer, but then that's the end of them. So they're seriously not a threat. Still, the Stone Barrage helped us here immensely. Softened up the target. Level ups. This is trying to be fairly well protected at this point. Support Slayer. And won a battle against Spider people. Okay. Anything else? Ham is also taking care of business here currently. Don't object to that in any way. What quest do you have? You don't offer anything new. Holy shit, they want me to kill some kind of massive army. Exchange for what? Some pitiful coins? No! Wasting my time. Age of Death. Yeah, every time someone fights somewhere in the world, I'll get new units. I don't want this. This sounds like the worst thing possible. This could be a good thing if you would be the underdog massively. If you could shift things in your favor. I'm assuming Han will sort of cover me here without, well, whether he wants to do that or not is irrelevant. That's what he's going to do. He's going to take control of the sides there. That's all I need. I just need something non-hostile to be in control there. Legendary Solar Spire. This will go to our ally if we complete this. Greater Immolation. They have a good army here, so I want to fight it. It's not like I get the rewards of it anyway. Solid defenses, nothing too amazing. Relaxed armies are actually much weaker than anyone else. Probably because these have to be so close to Melanis and dead for the whole time. This is the consequence. That's it. No more troops. No more money either. I want to cast something. All of your units gain benefits when flanked. Unless flanked. World Enchantment. I'm more in line to just go with actual useful units, so... Ooh. Less things are happening, this is good. Yeah, they have a ton of Griffin Riders. Son of a bitch keeps missing my spells. Okay, Pam is in control there. No more new abilities. Ooh, what is this? We want to go the south by the fastest route possible, so we need to find roads of some sort. We will probably have to... Do we have to take on cities? I don't think so. Will be a distraction, really. A ziggurat. Is there anyone here? Yeah, this is a pretty dangerous spot to cross over. But at the same time, cross over we must at some point. We don't particularly want to attack that city, we just need to go past it somehow. Okay, let's see what happens. Would be a good place to destroy my hero. Well, we got upgrades on the ships though, so maybe not. Not moving a muscle until they've done everything they've done. Palace of the Parish. Your mount hatched. Flying, frost protection. Not much, but it's better than nothing. Yep, free city. Absorb away. I guess we'll just make a home here. Right. Ham is dealing with that one. Fairly weakish defender, so we'll take care of this while moving further south. Actually, this is not in a location I care about at all. It doesn't prevent movement in any direction, so I think we should just head south. There's something protecting all these cities, and I'm not quite sure what it is. Phoenixes simply because every time they die in battle, it doesn't matter. They'll just respawn with 1/3 of their health. That's a regrowth. Yeah, so we can get that to the main stack. These are all nice cities, but they're not throne cities, not one of them. So taking them is a waste of time. Is this fully upgraded? Yes, so I don't want to see this in the build queue anymore. Crypt of Unlife doesn't really aid us here all that much. Again, fully developed. Don't see what to do with here. Just do merchandising. Isn't all that well defended, but I don't care. Verlac has ended his turn, so we don't have to worry about that. It's neutrals and our allies. Let me look at what item Forge does. Not Forge item, rather. More or less, what options do you have? Headgears, for example, tend to be terrible. Yeah, the Seeker. Range abilities ignore range penalties and line of sight penalties and do +1 damage. So you rarely get this sort of thing in them. But that's the only thing you can put in them, that's probably the reason. Alternatively, a little bit of resistances. We could have built something like electric resistance item. Regenerations, auras, +1 resistance, extra hit points, armor, spirit protection. Nothing too amazing. Nothing bad either. Protections, definitely. That's something you can do. Tireless, another powerful one. Generally speaking, 5 points per item. And usually you have something that costs about that. Slayer abilities are cheap. No pluses to just damage. Yep. You can get +4, but not really more than that. But again, you could do a custom damage type. Shield of Light. Certain type of abilities are in a lot of items. Projectile resistance is cheap on a shield. Concealments, protections, a couple of useful abilities. And items, I guess, that you just have to be heavier in your inventory. All specialty abilities. Everything costs 5 pretty much, so you can put a single ability in these. But there's not that much of a limit. So they're fine. This is more if you have obvious problems or weaknesses in your selection of things. So you can plan and fix, plug in that hole, that's about it. But if it's a third mission map on your campaign, this is probably more or less perfect. Tribute, any gold. Adventuring first. This will be the last turn. Next time our goal is to play Warlock out of the fight. He has some cities, but not that many. His turn ends much faster than anyone else's at this point. Not that there are that many factions here anymore, but neutrals, Pam and me always spent a lot more time in doing our thing. Yeah, Ham is now in control of this, so he'll probably expand here fairly quickly. I can leave the neutrals to him. He has a respectable force if I recall correctly. At least 2 stacks. Moving about, causing havoc. It's a hero. No. A lot of shrines. This is protecting access to their critical areas. Still not a capital. These are all just screening cities that of no real significance. I want these 3 sites for that group. Verloc spends all his time just disjuncting my global enchantments. Absorb into your empire. Display nothing to this place. Need to build a wall. Swarm Darters after that, or the animator. That should keep things in line. It's all rubbish at this point. Can't see anything useful. Right, this is important, but I'm not sure if I want to go there right now. Might be better off following the road. road will lead here. At least, probably somewhere else. I would imagine that there's some kind of massive city behind this rift then. Don't know. Either way, by the time these places are recharged, we have another stack of troops coming in. And another after that. So if we encounter trouble, we only have to wait about 2 to 3 turns and we'll get reinforcements. Spider Bros. Use the money. Could get rid of this group too. Very likely victory, yeah, just do the auto thing. Can't lose anyone. Frozen Harpoon and a club. I'll take the gold, thanks. Okay, that's it. I'll leave things here. Everything is looking fine. We're basically just... It's a handful of turns until we reach the... find Verlac and his capital, so we can put an end to this. Probably visit here so we can get some kind of a dialogue what the hell is happening here. Maybe we need to take control of these. Too close to portal, close to it. So the likelihood of this having some kind of massive defensive force could be very high. Maybe even Verlac himself. Because it's odd that he's sort of totally just complacent and defending his own territory here. He has zero interest in pushing forward for some reason. Ham seems to have built up the empty spaces quite nicely. So yeah. I'm confident we can wrap things up finally at this point.